If I can go back before 2007, I always felt that our company, my company that I work for in the industry, that it needed to do something more, serve a higher purpose. And I always had this thought of, what could I do to help my company and in the industry. I've been pretty blessed with having a job for so long, and I was able to put 3 kids through school and have 9 grandchildren, and so the industry has been very, very good to me. So, as I got older, I felt, you have this appreciation for all the things that have been good in your life, and I felt that, I needed to give something back, do something not only for my company, for myself, but for the industry. And I was always moved by the late Paul Newman and Newman's Own Brands on what he did on his products and unselfishly let them use his name and Newman's Own Brands to raise funds to support support good causes. I think back about my grandfather, who graduated from Northwestern University, I think in 1913, or maybe back further than that. He was a dentist, and my dad used to tell me during the Depression how he used to help people that couldn't afford the dental bills, and he never made them pay, and that kind of stuck in my background. So, thinking of all of that. I had for probably 2-3 years prior to 2007, the CanMaker Summit, had talked to the publisher and owner of the CanMaker magazine. We both kind of shared that same feeling about, there's something more we should be doing globally, with the food and the water, issues. So he kind of surprised me and invited a special guest speaker at this CanMaker Summit in Chicago in October of 2007. And the speaker was a consultant for the United Nations on packaging. And he presented a very moving presentation and challenged all of us there. And the people that were at this summit were the CEOs and senior executives of all the can companies and the supply chain, the suppliers to the can companies. And he said, "Hey guys, what are you doing with your rigid metal containers for developing countries?" And then he went on to show how the can could literally preserve food, which was being spoiled, before food could get to some of these developing countries. They have no packaging, and in fact, they use leaves or whatever they can find to wrap that food up. And by the time it gets to the person that consumes it, in many cases it's spoiled. It's rotten. Same with water. There is no clean water, and when they do find the water, it's they have to transport it long distances, and it gets contaminated, and people are dying. So after that presentation, and again, I always had this idea about how do you reinvent the can to make the can a higher purpose. I had some concepts that a friend put together for me and said, "Hey, why don't we use the can as a billboard for promoting the cause of clean water?" And nobody's packing water in cans; it's all in plastic bottles. Let's do something contrarian and put it together and let it be our poster board or poster child for this cause. And obviously my vision and dream was to drag the whole industry behind this and get them to embrace it and support it. And that's basically how it started and got initiated.